Welcome back to the Utah Jazz MyLeague. This is episode 27 of the Utah Jazz MyLeague, and in today's episode, we will be starting the 2019 playoffs. This is the Season 4 playoffs, as we are finally in them. After the first 3 seasons of this series, just not finishing and not getting into the playoffs and just being a bottom-tier team, we are now as the 3 seed in the playoffs, as we will be taking on the 6 seed Los Angeles Clippers, and the rest of the Western Conference is 1 seed OKC, 8 seed Los Angeles Lakers, 4 seed Minnesota, 5 seed Memphis, 2 seed Golden State, and 7 seed Portland. And then the Eastern Conference, it's 1 seed Boston and 8 seed Toronto, 4 seed Charlotte, 5 seed Chicago, 2 seed Detroit, 7 seed Indiana, and then 3 seed Orlando and 6 seed in Washington. And now heading into this playoff series against the Los Angeles Clippers, some of the things we have to go over are the Jazz have a couple injuries, as you guys know about Michael Conley, who missed all the rest of the regular season with a torn right elbow ligament, but he is going to be back playing. He does still have that injury. He has 1 to 2 weeks left in the injury. It is playable, however, and it is the playoffs, and we're trying to win here. So I feel like we definitely need to have Michael Conley play and definitely risk it because it's the playoffs. So 1 to 2 weeks. I'm hoping that by the end of the opening series, he'll have his injury fully healed. And then also we have Kristaps Porzingis has a broken nose, which is going to last 2 to 4 weeks, but I mean, it's a broken nose. You can definitely play the broken nose. You just slap on a mask or whatever and you're fine, even though in this game they're not going to slap on a mask. The guy's going to take an elbow to the face probably and be completely fine because it's 2K. And the starting 5 for each team is the Clippers have Chris Paul at the point. The shooting guard is JJ Redick. I almost said Josh Redick, like we're talking about baseball here, getting too excited for the Athletics franchise. At the 3, they have Anthony Morrow. At the 4, they have Blake Griffin. And at the 5, they have DeAndre Jordan. Well, the first thing that stands out about this lineup to me is that they have a lot of three-point shooting, with Redick and Morrow at the 2 and 3, correction. And then Chris Paul, of course, is definitely going to be a problem. Same with Blake Griffin. I'm really only expecting DeAndre Jordan to be a problem on the rebounding and defensive side because, well, that's really all he's really good for because he can't shoot or anything like that. He can't drive. He's just kind of like a rebound, put up second chance points type guy. But we do have Gobert to kind of level out that playing field as well as Porzingis. And now the Clippers' strengths and weaknesses based on their 2K scouting report is their strengths. Their biggest strength is their offensive IQ, and then from biggest to lowest strength, it goes offensive IQ, mid-range scoring, post defense, defensive IQ, attacking the basket, and their athleticism. And then apparently their weaknesses are their inability to get blocks and their low post offense. So there's definitely something we are going to be looking to take advantage of, especially their lack of blocks. And now let's take a look at our Jazz's starting 5, as their starting 5, 1 to 5, is Michael Conley at the 1, shooting guard. At the 2 is Furkan Korkmaz. At the 3 is Josh Jackson. At the 4 is Kristaps Porzingis. And at the 5 is Rudy Gobert, the Stifle Tower. And now our Jazz, that is definitely a super athletic lineup. They have Conley at the point, who is a exceptional defender and also a pretty good facilitator on the offense. He runs the offense well. He can score when I need him to. Korkmaz and Jackson, you guys know about those guys. They score like it's no like there's no tomorrow. It's just Jackson is insane on the fast break. Korkmaz can shoot and be on the fast break. He can drive. He can do it all. So can Jackson. Jackson's by far the better player out of Korkmaz and Jackson, but Jackson is probably our best player, to be completely honest. If you want to not count, I don't know, him and Conley are probably up for it for the best player on the team. Porzingis, obviously, is pretty good as well. He's going to be towering over Griffin as well as every other power forward he ever plays, and hopefully he's going to be able to lock down Blake Griffin, who is definitely going to give us some issues at that 4 position. But then Gobert and Jordan, it's just a matchup of defensive, insane rebounding, insane defensive presences inside the paint, which is definitely going to be a good matchup. And I'm definitely looking at Gobert to take advantage of just swatting everyone and everything that comes near him. So the strengths and weaknesses for the Jazz, according to the 2K scouting report, is they have 0 weaknesses, and their strengths, their biggest one, the bar is all the way full, is rebounding, and then it drops down to 3-point scoring, post defense, creating own shot, athleticism, and attacking the basket, which I would say is pretty accurate. I would say that's definitely our strengths. I would say a weakness of ours, I don't know. Weakness, probably creating own shot, maybe? I don't know. I don't know why they would say that. I guess that creating own shot is just based on the AI, maybe within the Sims, because I sim more than I play. But I don't know. I guess I would put creating my own shot as an actual thing on weaknesses if it was like me playing, which is going to be for the elimination games, just like I do in the other series I do, where I'm going to be playing game 1, and then I'm going to be simming up to an elimination game, and then playing the elimination game or games, depending on what needs to be done. So today's episode will be game 1 of the first round of the playoffs against the Los Angeles Clippers. And here we are in Salt Lake City, Utah, home of our Utah Jazz for the playoffs. The playoffs are in Utah. Here in Utah at home, as we are the 3 seed taking on the 6 seed Clippers. 1-5 for each team. The Clippers is Chris Paul, JJ Redick, Anthony Morrow, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. And for us is Conley, Korkmaz, Jackson, Porzingis, and Gobert. The tip is won by the Clippers. Griffin over to Chris Paul as he's going to stand at the top of the 3-point line here, being beat up by Conley, who's a great perimeter lockdown defender. Pass over to Redick, looking for his own shot. He gets a little bit of space, and he knocks down a 3 to put the Clippers up 3-0 to start this game. But right off the inbound, here come the Jazz. Inbound to Conley. He takes the top of the 3-point line just like CP3 did. Conley looking for someone to get open, finds Korkmaz. Bang! Hits the triple, and just like that, we hit a 3 of our own, and it's tied at 3. Here's Paul. Finds Griffin, being guarded by Porzingis. Tries to get around him, but he's swatted by Gobert. Big block there early on by Gobert. Pass up to Jackson. Over to Korkmaz. In transition, gets the layup to go down. 5-3, 2-point lead for the Jazz. Same score here as Conley. Working on Paul, finds Korkmaz, drives past Redick, no problem, one-handed slam. All the points so far are for Korkmaz. 7-3 Jazz lead. Paul finds Morrow, who finds Griffin, rebounded by Gobert as Griffin misses his shot. Gobert throws it up court to Jackson, finds Korkmaz in transition, contact layup gets it to fall. 9 points for the team, 9 points for Korkmaz. 9-3 still here as Redick has the ball. He's driving, being blocked by Porzingis. Ball goes over to Gobert. Jackson up to Korkmaz. He slams that one down. 11 points for the team, 11 points for Korkmaz. So skip ahead here, it's 16-9, Jazz in the lead. Korkmaz from 3, bang, knocks that one down. Korkmaz adding to his points total, 10-point lead there for the Jazz. Skip ahead here, it's 19-13. Korkmaz finds Conley, finds Jackson in the corner, gets around Morrow, left-handed layup, gets it to fall. 21-13, Jazz in the lead. Skip ahead here, it's 26-17 Jazz. Time running out in the first quarter. A shot from Mike Scott is blocked by Kaminsky. Lyles to Exum. Over to Burks, steps in, shot at the buzzer, and nails it. The buzzer beater from Alec Burks. As at the end of one quarter here in the first round, game 1, it's 28 Utah Jazz, 17 Los Angeles Clippers. Pick things up here in the second quarter. 28-17, still as Jackson finds Powell, finds Conley, Crowder in the corner, didn't check his feet, so it's a long 2, but he knocks that one down, 30-17. Skip ahead here, it's 33-21. Conley finds Crowder yet again. This time he makes it a 3 from the left-hand wing. As he knocks that one down, Clippers end up calling a timeout. 36-21 here, Jazz in the lead. Paul finds Griffin, he slams that one down. But then right off the inbound, Porzingis throws it up to Conley. Almost gets picked off, but he is able to find Crowder. Driving, right-handed layup, gets that to fall. 38-23, Jazz in the lead. Skip ahead here, 40-25. Paul finds Griffin from the free throw line. Tries to take a shot, but he's blocked by Porzingis. Jackson gets it, goes in transition. 360 slam. 42-25 is the score. Skip ahead here, it's 42-28. Crowder trying to drive, kicks over to Porzingis. He's got some space, takes the jumper, knocks down the midi. 44-28. Skip ahead here, we've got a jump ball won by the Clippers. They're in transition, that's Donald Sloan. He's slowed down by Exum. Tries to drive, misses his shot, rebound goes to the Jazz as Korkmaz gives it the Exum in transition, goes up with it, contested layup, gets the foul As he makes this shot, he would make his free throws, and at the end of one half, it's 55 Utah Jazz, 39 LA Clippers, as they are shooting 11% from three. Definitely need to improve upon that, and only shooting 37% from the field, as the Jazz are just swarming them on defense. Continue to playing lights-out defense like they have been all season, as the Clippers miss a three there. Rebound goes to the Jazz. They're in transition as Korkmaz gets it to go down on the layup, 59-39, as they are in the lead by 20 there. Skip ahead here as the Jazz have the ball. Porzingis gets around Griffin, lays it in, easy as pie. 61-41, skip ahead here at 65-49. Jazz still in the lead, obviously. Jackson, mid-range, knocks that one down, no problem. He was wide open. Skip ahead here, 69-52. Pass down low is picked off by Porzingis. Jazz are going the other way. Jackson finds Crowder, kicks back to Porzingis, wide open, and he knocks in the mid-range, no problemo. 71-59. As that inbound goes way up court to Exum, over to Lyles. He slams it down with one hand. Trey Lyles getting in on the action with a dunk. And at the end of three quarters, it's 75 Utah Jazz, 65 Los Angeles Clippers. As we start things off in the fourth quarter now, 8:53 in the fourth left. Pass down low to Griffin, goes up with it, misses. Rebound Porzingis as they get it up court to Burks, over to Jackson, takes the short jumper as he gets that one to fall on the shooter's roll. 77-67. Skip ahead here, 8 minutes left, 80-69, Jazz in the lead. Paul working on Conley, gets around him, but he's blocked by Gobert. Getting it on the block party yet again. Conley up to Jackson, slams that one down with the right-handed tomahawk. 82-69, same score here. Burks driving, kicks over to Gobert. Jackson from the corner, knocks that one down for the triple. He can shoot, and he's taking advantage of it. Conley with the ball now for the Jazz off the inbound. Over to Porzingis. A little tip in there, but Burks is able to recover, get it, and slam it over Anthony Morrow. So the Jazz really running away with this one now, as DeAndre Jordan tries to go up with it, but Gobert plays some solid defense and gets the rebound. So here's Jackson, crossover, over to Conley, goes up with the right-handed layup as he gets it to fall. 99-83 here as Conley finds Exum. He finds Crowder in the corner, knocks down the triple as the Jazz are in triple digits, 102-85. Conley yet again finds Crowder from the left-hand wing, knocks down the triple yet again, 105-85, and at the end of this game, the Utah Jazz take game one of the round one of the playoffs by a score of 105-87 over the Los Angeles Clippers as they take a 1-0 lead here in round one. The Jazz were led by Furkan Korkmaz, who had 23 points, a rebound, and 3 assists, as 10 for 15 shooting, 2 for 4 from 3. Josh Jackson was 19 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. 8 for 20 from the field, 1 for 8 from 3, just not a very good day shooting for Jackson. Crowder had 18 points, though, as he picked up the slack with 3 assists as well, 7 for 11 with field goals. And then Burks had 14 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Porzingis had a double-double. He had 11 and 12 with points and rebounds. Also had 4 blocks on the day. And then Gobert picked up 0 points in a very Gobert-like game for me, as he had 0 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 4 blocks, just playing the defensive side of the game extremely well. On the Clippers side of things, they were led by 2 20-point scorers of Mike Scott and Blake Griffin. Mike Scott had 23, 5, and 2 steals, 10 for 16 from the field. Griffin had 21 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 9 for 22. Chris Paul had 13, 9 assists. JJ Redick had 12 with 2 rebounds and 3 assists as well. So that was all their 10-plus scores. And with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for Game 1 of the Round 1 of the playoffs here against the Los Angeles Clippers. And that's going to wrap things up here for episode 27 of the Utah Jazz My League. I've been your host, Jerseyborn, and I'm saying goodbye.
You won't stay, afraid to settle like ashes. You say you need a silhouette, and I'm a shadow.